Oh, hi everyone. I hope you're all having a good day and keeping your health in check. Today, we're going to talk about something that's very important for your health. Have you ever had someone say they have high blood pressure? Or maybe you've gone to the hospital and the clinic and seen something like 120 over 80 and wonder, what does that actually really mean? Well, today, we're going to find out and see how our daily choices can make a big difference in our health. Let's talk about hypertension. Hypertension is a medical condition where the blood pressure in the arteries is consistently too high, which basically means that the blood in your arteries is pushing too forcefully against the walls. According to the WHO, there is an estimated 1.4 billion adults aged 30 to 79 worldwide with hypertension in 2024 alone. From this, around 44% are unaware they even have this condition, and another 44% are diagnosed and undergoing treatment, while 23% of that have their condition under control. Normal blood pressure is usually less than 120 over 80 millimeters of mercury. Elevated blood pressure is diagnosed when the top number, that is the systolic pressure, is ranging between 120 to 129 millimeters of mercury, while the bottom number, that is the diastolic pressure, is less than 80 millimeters of mercury. The next stage of hypertension is stage 1 hypertension, where the systolic pressure ranges from between 130 to 139 millimeters of mercury, while the diastolic pressure ranges from between 80 to 89 millimeters of mercury. The next stage is stage 2 hypertension, where the systolic pressure ranges from above 140 millimeters of mercury, while the diastolic pressure is above 90 millimeters of mercury. Finally, we have a hypertensive crisis, where the systolic pressure is above 180 millimeters of mercury, while the diastolic pressure is above 120 millimeters of mercury. Now that we know about hypertension, here's an example. So, how are you feeling today?
I'm having some severe headache, also stiff neck, and also breathing problem. And sometimes I have a blurred vision.
Doctor, is my result okay? Unfortunately, they weren't. Your blood pressure readings came back very high. We really need to work on reducing your blood pressure. Let's take a look at your lifestyle. Have you been exercising regularly, eating healthy? Are you managing your stress? Are there any other symptoms that you have?
Um, I think I have been eating normally. I exercise also. Everything is normal. Why do you ask?
Wait a minute.
Huh?
I'll go tomorrow. I'm very hungry now. The food was so good. I'm feeling so sleepy now.
Well, that seems normal. There are definitely some changes you can make because some of your habits are not healthy.
Oh, this is how I have been doing. I have been doing all wrong things. Okay, doctor, I'll follow the way you asked me to do.
Firstly, Miss N did go to the gym but did not exercise, saying she will exercise later. Unfortunately, later might not come if your high blood pressure sends you to the hospital. Research has shown that being inactive can reduce the rate of blood flow, which can lead to fatty deposits accumulating in the arteries. This process is known as atherosclerosis and can lead to high blood pressure and eventually other heart diseases. Regular exercise strengthens the heart and improves blood vessel function, which can lead to lower resting blood pressure. Mayo Clinic recommends that people exercise for at least 30 minutes per day on an average of 5 days per week in order to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Moderate aerobic activities that increase the heart rates and the breathing rates are recommended, for example cycling, dancing, swimming, climbing the stairs, or even just walking. Next, Miss N did not eat healthy food and instead ate unhealthy snacks bought from the convenience store. High salt consumption can lead to water retention in your blood, which can increase the blood volume and raise the blood pressure. High salt intake can also make the blood vessels narrower and stiffer, which increases the pressure of the blood flowing through them. Studies have shown that a decrease in dietary salt consumption will result in a decrease in blood pressure in people with and without hypertension. The World Health Organization recommends reducing sodium intake to less than 2 grams per day of sodium, which is less than 5 grams per day of salt, in adults to reduce blood pressure and the risk of cardiovascular disease, stroke, and other coronary heart diseases in adults.
Why is it important to prevent hypertension early, and what are the long-term risks if left untreated?
It is important to prevent hypertension early because high blood pressure can quietly damage not just your heart and your blood vessels, but other organs and organ systems, for example, your kidneys, without showing any other external symptoms. If it is not treated early, it may result in serious problems, for example, heart attacks, kidney failure, and even strokes.
What are the challenges patient faces when trying to manage blood pressure, and how they can overcome these challenges?
Many patients find it difficult to maintain a healthy lifestyle, for example, regular exercise, eating healthy, and managing their stress. They can overcome these challenges by building a consistent routine and going for follow up checkups with their doctors for more guidance.
Could you share some advices on how often people should monitor their blood pressure, and what lifestyle changes can bring the differences in controlling blood pressure?
Mayo Clinic suggests that people between the ages of 18 to 39 with minimal risk factors for cardiovascular disease and hypertension should have their blood pressure readings taken at least once every 2 to 5 years. Furthermore, people over the age of 40 with minimal risk should take their blood pressure measurements at least once every year. Finally, people with a high risk for developing hypertension and cardiovascular disease, as well as people with other medical conditions, should measure their blood pressure more frequently as advised by their medical practitioners. Simple lifestyle changes like exercising daily, reducing sugar and salt intake, eating healthy meals, and avoiding stress can help reduce the risk of hypertension and make a big difference. All right, everyone, before we wrap things up, let's quickly go over what we learned today. So, hypertension or high blood pressure happens when the force of the blood pushing against your artery walls is too strong for too long. The scary part? Many people do not know that they have it. We also saw how daily habits like skipping exercise, eating unhealthy food, or eating too much salty food and lying down after meals can contribute to high blood pressure. These habits may seem normal, but over time, they damage your blood vessels, causing a high chance of heart attack, stroke, kidney problems, and other diseases. We also learned from the interview that preventing hypertension early is important because it is a silent condition. They won't tell you in your ear that you're getting hypertension. By the time symptoms appear, damage may already have been done. That is why regular blood pressure checking can help you stay in control. And remember, small lifestyle changes can make a big difference. So eat healthy food, exercise regularly, reduce the salt intake, and avoid lying down after eating. Take care of your body and your blood pressure. Your arteries won't text you saying we're struggling. It will start damaging you if you're not careful. That's all from me. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you learned about hypertension. Take care of your body before your organs start hosting a meeting about replacing you. Trust me, you don't want to be left out of that meeting. More blood pressure readings. I said blood pressure. Readings taken at least once every 2 to 5 years. Furthermore, individuals with minimal risk.
Could you share some advices?
But that is the systolic pressure. Right? What? Yeah, the hi everyone. I hope you're having a good day and keeping your health in check. Doctor. Sorry, but they weren't. This isn't really good. Really need to. No, I don't like that.